I'm asking all of you to think a little bit about Congressman Braley, just for a second, then we'll move on. Here's a guy who took one look at the United States Senate and he said to himself, you know what this place needs? Another liberal trial lawyer. Remember that video? Braley did a lot more than just insult our great Senator Chuck Grassley. Bruce Braley told out-of-state trial lawyers that if they gave him money, he would be their voice in the United States Senate. And let me tell you something, I won't be the voice of special interests. I will be the voice for you in the United States Senate. And let me tell you what I'm going to do when I get there. I'm going to fight every single day to force our government to live within its means. And that starts with a balanced budget amendment. In the Iowa Senate, I helped lead the fight to pass the largest tax cut in Iowa history. And working with our governor and lieutenant governor, we forced government to live within its means. It's time to force Washington to do the same. And that starts with repealing Obamacare and replacing it with something that is a free market system that puts our patients first. In the Senate, I'll also fight for our men and women in uniform. They sacrifice so much and risk everything to protect our freedoms. They deserve better than what they're getting from Washington today. And that starts with top to bottom reform of our VA. And I'm also going to fight to reduce the size and scope of government, to get it out of the way of our job creators. Let them create the jobs. We knew what to expect from Washington Democrats and their special interests. In fact, we are already starting to see it with the false, negative, and desperate television attacks coming from Braley, liberal California billionaires, and even Harry Reid. The Democrats are desperate. They're running out of ideas. And they woke up last Wednesday morning and realized that their candidate was a liberal trial lawyer who attacks farmers. And now that trial lawyer is running against a farm girl from Iowa. So these attacks that are out there, don't believe them. Soon we'll also be hearing about the phony war on women. Well, I have a message for them. I have been to war. And if the Democrats are going to use that word, they had better do it to honor those men and women. Because those men and women have fought every day to defend our freedoms. In closing, I want to say something about this absolutely incredible country that we are so very blessed to call home. And as they say, only in America. Here in the fields of Iowa, my grandparents worked, and they dreamed of a better life for their children. They were poor. They were very poor. But they were determined to give their children a better life than what they had. And so they did. And while neither of my parents grew up with very much, they were better off than the generation that they came from. My parents worked very hard and they made sacrifices. And because they did, doors opened for me. They created opportunities for me. Opportunities for things that they never could have dreamed of. I went to college. I joined Army ROTC. I serve in the Iowa State Senate. I'm a battalion commander in the Iowa Army National Guard. And after a long road and a spirited fight, I am proud to say this mother, this soldier, and this proven Iowa conservative is your Republican nominee for United States Senate. Only in America. Right here, right now. This is our chance to change the direction of our country. This is our chance to make sure that the nation we leave behind to our children is better than the one that we were given. This November, we have a choice. Iowa values versus big Washington liberal ways. This election, we can send a message to Bruce Braley and every other typical politician in Washington that we've had enough of their Washington ways. Bruce Braley and Barack Obama had their chance and they failed. Now, right now, it's our turn. God bless you all. God bless the state of Iowa. God bless this great United States of America. Thank you.